Good evening, everybody, or afternoon, good morning, wherever you are in the world. How are you all doing today? Let's get that music just a little bit, so we can actually hear ourselves talk. Music by Game Chops. Hello. Oh. How we all doing? Alright. We have got some work to do. I need to go and look some stuff up. Okay. Alrighty. Okay, I want to make some more enemies because we've got a fairly good situation happening here with our game. Things are starting to look pretty good. We've got like a fairly good system in terms of like visual feedback. We can kill the enemies. There's a bit of a shake, probably a little bit too strong for the actual kill, but you know, we can tweak that. Everything else is looking pretty good. If we take damage, the screen shakes, all that kind of stuff. Looking pretty good. I don't have anything there. I probably need to connect some stuff up for these guys. Flashes and all that kind of stuff. Oh, there was one thing that I was thinking about doing, and that was working, because the flash for the enemies gets removed straight away. So if I go to the sprite script, and the text is really big, what we can do is I say flash 1 when I hit, but because it starts subtracting straight away, it's not staying that like full white for too long. So if I do that, it probably looks a little bit better. I need something. You can make it stay even longer. Let's just change it to like 2. It stays wider for longer. Ouch. Okay, cool. I think we'll leave it at that. I probably need to set a flash amount, like max flash. Float is equal to 2.0. Let's just make that an export just in case we want to like. And then we also have a decay rate. I guess, I don't know. Yeah, I kind of like the speed at which it decays. It's more just like it's getting subtracted from 1 straight away, so it's like not hitting that maximum value. I don't know if overloading the value like that even makes a difference, to be honest. I guess I'll have to go back and check the frames. Anyway, so things are looking pretty good. But I want to create a few more enemies before we start building out more of the interactions and stuff like that, just so that we've got something, some extra stuff to like make you know, different rooms and all that kind of stuff, so that we have a variety of enemies. Like we've got like all these popcorn enemies, as I call them, that we can sort of sprinkle around, and then we've got these more complex enemies. This one's called dummy enemies, not that dumb. It's like a flying enemy that will shoot at you and chase you around. Is sleeping
Hello,
7 hours.
He is sleeping 7 hours nearly so far.
Who is sleeping 7 hours? I don't know what you mean, Goosefat, but welcome to the stream. But yeah, so I got another enemy sprite that I can load up. This one will be a ground-based enemy and it will shoot at you. So it's not going to be too different from the flying one, but it will be stationary, which makes me think it's going to be needing to be fairly tanky, because obviously being like a game where you can shoot, you know, it's easier to kill something on the ground that's directly in front of you. So he seems to be sleeping. I don't know what do you guys mean by that? I'm so confused. One Love. Oh, is there something happening in Discord? Or are you just like pinging him? Anyway, my bad. I'm totally outside of the... Totally oblivious to what you guys are talking about. Anyway. So. How's the levels? Yeah, look alright. Forever concerned about the volume levels. There's this thing on idle and it literally says he's sleeping. Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. You can put like little messages, can't ya? I have to disable. Okay, so back to what we were doing. We're looking at a ground enemy. Volume seems fine. Okay, awesome. Back to what we were doing. We're looking at another ground enemy. So not too different from this one. Probably not as aggressive. Obviously this guy has two states. One where he just chases you endlessly. We have spent a lot of time on this guy. I might start fresh if I'm going to do anything, so that we don't get confused. And then that way, because I have this bad habit of trying to recycle these scripts and then they're never working correctly because things don't go the way that you expect them, or don't work the way that you expect them to.
Beans.
Also, there's some cleanup that we need to do for these enemies as well. So we'll see if we can fit that in. I'm going to save this as a scene. Save scene as. Enemies. This is still a prototype enemy. And it's going to be a tank. Tank enemy? So the sprite is a little bit different. Where are they? Placeholder? Yeah, here we go. Launcher, I called it. It's actually going to have two sprites. This one is the body. And this one will be the gun, I guess. They both need to have the script. That's an interesting problem. Wondering if you can have like a parent a parent sprite that doesn't hold a sprite. Oh, you know what you do? You go and you make the gun a child. Although I don't know, it might have to reverse that. And then you tick on the gun, texture, material, use parent. And then that way they sort of use the same material. Anyway, this has got 2 V-frames and frame 1. Two V-frames, and this is frame 0. Okay. How does it look? I mean, about as quality as you'd expect. About what you would expect, I guess. Hurtbox. Hurtbox on the ground. Change that. Hitbox. Also on the ground. Let's just bring that up. We'll keep that small for now. The hurtbox we should make bigger. So that's a little bit more generous. Sweet. And then we can hide all this stuff because it's super annoying to look at.
What is a tornado's favorite game to play? Twister.
Oh, it had the punchline on it. Twister. Yeah, I mean, kinda, but like, I mean, yeah. It's not very good. It's always hitting the ground and falling over. Delete the raycasts. We don't need them. Remove this script. Idle is fine. We don't need that. No TTS on that one. The FBI was following a furry. They were on his tail. I wonder if the FBI probably has done that, eh? Bunch of weirdos. Not the furries, the FBI, I mean. Do we need navigation agent? I think we do. Health containers, fine. This one, I'm going to make like way more tanky because I think it's going to be a little bit more. It's just going to need to be that way. Okay, and then we've got a bullet point, which the other one probably doesn't need. But this one is going to need to know where to shoot from because it's got this gun. This is going to be a little bit more complicated, I think. We'll see. Oh well, we'll position this by code. And then we've got the hitbox. Okay, so I'm going to put all of the detection stuff at the bottom because it's kind of like annoying and doesn't relate to anything. I was going to say, yeah. The way. I'm definitely on the ACAB train. Put this collision box down here as well so I can forget about it. And I don't really care about the state right now. Okay, cool. I'm still not convinced I need it. This state machine wants it. I suppose, yeah, okay. Movement speed. This one's going to be slow for sure. Like it's not going to move that quickly. I don't know if that affects anything. I don't know if that affects anything. All right. It's not going to be a slidey. I don't know. So we have an idle state, we have a chase state. Chase state, what are the rules here? So if target remaining, check in range, what is the range? It'll be small for this one. The range needs to be further. 100 pixels? How big is our screen? Viewport width is 480, so we want this one to be able to shoot from pretty far away. We'll go with 200. Now, the check-in range, what does that do? I'm pretty sure it does a raycast. Yes, it does do a raycast and then returns the enemy. Okay, great. So we've got all that.
Demand to see Life's manager. Make life rue the date thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's going to burn your house down.
Hell yeah.
With the lemons. I'm going to get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down.
Hell yeah.
Alright, I've been thinking. When life gives you lemons, don't make lemonade. Make life take the lemons back. Get mad! I don't want your damn lemons! What am I supposed to do with these?
Take the lemons.
Demand to see life's manager. Make life rue the day it thought it could give Cave Johnson lemons. Do you know who I am? I'm the man who's gonna burn your house down. With the lemons!
Oh, I like this guy.
I'm gonna get my engineers to invent a combustible lemon that burns your house down!
His house down. Burning people. He says what we're all thinking.
Dude, that's a classic copy pasta, eh? I distinctly remember it's kind of cringe pasting that on my Facebook wall when that game came out. Back when that was a cool thing to do. Yeah, it's a good one. It's a good rant. Good old Cave Johnson. I'm pretty sure when life gives you oranges, make orange juice. Yeah, for sure. I'm pretty sure that there was some part of it that was my like banner on my social media back then. I really liked Portal 2. I played it the day it was released. And I think I finished it the same day. It's not that long. So how are you holding up? Because I'm a potato. GLaDOS was pretty funny in that one too. She's much better in the second one. I think, at least. I don't know. They really polished it. But of course it's Valve, so no Portal... No Portal 3, unfortunately. I can barely say the number myself. Oh, combustible lemon. It's just for show. Wait, what the heck? This is a toy, right? Soar off the top of a grenade. This instructable does not use explosives. Okay. Oh. They can only count to 2. That is correct. Hey, Kale Trooper. Coup Trooper? I'm good. We are cruising. We're trying to make another enemy that shoots missiles instead of straight line fake lemons. Shows real grenade. Yeah. I don't think it was a real grenade, but it's pretty funny. We're making another enemy, and I'm going slow because it's a slow kind of day. But we are cruising. So do I want to attach another script here? I guess I do. The Portal games are pretty short. First game is under 8 hours. Second game is 15 if you don't do the collaborative testing. True, I never did the collaborative stuff. I think they also have like workshops, so you can like make like harder stuff. Yeah, I haven't played any of the mods. Like by the time they brought out the mods, I think it was kind of like, it had been a couple of years, so I was like, I'd lost interest. We're in scripts, enemy, states. I should make a state machine, states. I need to create like a folder for each like one. So this will be like the tank enemy. Some of the levels at peak. Oh, okay. I should try it one day. Okay.
Did you know this is a TTS?
I did. It says so when it comes up. I don't know if I need to extend it, give it a class name, but I will anyway. Okay, so what does it do on the enter? I need to like check my other characters to see what they're doing. What does the air enemy do? It's not really going to be that different from an air enemy, except it's on the ground. Okay, so we update the type. So we update the player position, and then we exit chase state. Right, we're going to function to check our range. If target update remaining. Oh, right, because it moves in short bursts. This one is not going to do that. Although I do want to do something here, so it's not so much of a straight line. Get navigation, and then it moves. If target position is not equal to vector 2.0, and then move. Okay. Okay, I think I have an idea about what to do. So for our tank enemy here. So once we do the enter state, we are going to get the update player position. Target. What is it called? Get player target position. Check for target. Because that'll just internally in the state update the target to make sure that it still exists. And then in the process? No, it's not process, it's update for the states. State update. We're basically going to get the target position. It's a vector 2. And it's equal to target position. No? Is that a shadowing variable? Does that already exist?
So, this cat loves lasagna so much that he eats all of the lasagna in his house. Okay, apparently it's not the cat's house or his lasagna. Oh good. The man who owns the lasagna is furious.
Was that like, is it Felix the cat? No. What's the name of that cat? Garfield. Felix is a different one, right? Or is that just a brand of cat food? I don't know, there is a Felix, but it's like old school. Because I'm secretly like 100 years old. Did you ride dinosaurs? Nah. I mean, that would have been really rude because the thing is with dinosaurs is obviously you can't see how intelligent they were based on their fossils, but like that would have been, you know, really rude thing to do to a dinosaur. They wouldn't appreciate that at all. It's kind of like just jumping on a stranger's back. Yeah. They'd have words for you for sure. Target.global position. I should also say like if target, because we don't want to update that unless it exists. So target position equals and then the direction. Do I have functions for this, by the way? Let me just like reinvent the wheel. So we've got move and then we've got stop. What about in enemy motion? We've got check target. Get player target position. Okay, we do have a function. Felix the Cat is an old cartoon. Yes, it is really old. I kind of like that stuff. It's not that I watch it these days, but it's like the idea of it, I think. I really need to play Cuphead. That gives off that nostalgic vibe. I hear it's really difficult though. Okay, so get player target position is the function I want to call, rather than doing it myself. That returns vector 2 if it's not. Get navigation direction. I need to complete Cuphead, yeah. I don't even own a copy. I need to buy it. You think we could use the navigation position to get the direction? We're only ever going to move in the X. Check in range, on velocity computed. Update gravity. Do I know Chris Bowden on YouTube? I don't. I'm not that familiar. Chris Bowden. Who is this? 1.5 million subscribers. Applied engineering. Today I found, okay. He's like one of those smart people. Oh, I've seen this guy's shorts. I recognize this guy. Why does no one know him? No, I know him from his short form. I don't watch his long form. He doesn't seem to make that much long form anyway, from the looks of it. Like, this is 3 months old, 4 months old, 5 months old. But his shorts are really popular. He also went to federal prison. What the fuck? What did he do? Oh my god. Random law drop. What the hell? Tell me it was like something not really bad. Prison story. It gets better. Money laundering? Nice. My kind of guy. Unlicensed money transmitting business and structuring. Yeah. I mean, who do you steal it from though? Because if it's a business, I'd have no issues. But if it's something else, then that's bad. Leonard Street, labs building, Homeland Security. Oh my god. Several of the federal agents after NSI could not meet its financial. Ah, okay, yeah, that happens. Business or corpo? National Science Institute? Okay. It sounds official, but I guess it wasn't. Anyway, why am I looking at this stuff? I don't even know this guy. Like, I guess this is interesting to me from like a from my career perspective, because I deal with money all the time, but like the raid took place because he was commercially trading in cryptocurrency without that he believed he was facing prison time. Daniel Reynolds, these people, whereby it was resold, including to drug dealers without any anti-money laundering or know your customer procedures. Nice. Nice. DOJ said that Bowden solicited an undercover agent to collect Bitcoin debt by using any violence necessary. Okay, fair enough. Sounds like a quality dude. $30 months. Okay, that's all you get for that. You might have made millions, but you just have to spend 30 months in prison. I wonder if you managed to sneak some money away. Ads. We're back. Okay. Let's focus in, let's lock in, and stop reading about people's colourful pasts. And I reckon I want to cheat and use the navigation system to get the direction, because that's kind of easy. So we can get the navigation direction if we put in a target location. Direction. The vector 2 is equal to get navigation direction, and it takes a target position. I got Discord messages. Oh yeah, you got the video there. It's kind of funny that you can get in trouble for like trading in Bitcoin these days, because the whole point of it was to not have to deal with the government. You know what I'm saying? Like that was the entire point of Bitcoin, but now it's completely regulated and it becomes like any other asset. It's kind of boring. It used to be cool, but now it's not. They need a new thing. Like, I don't know if you guys remember, maybe you guys are a bit young, I don't know, but like, and this is obviously, I studied economics at university back in 2009, so like right when the financial crisis was happening, and like we were talking about Bitcoin at the time, and most people thought about, most of my economics professors thought it's going to get shut down because it's not a controlled form of currency. But I think the confusion was like a lot of people thought of it as currency, which it never really became that. It's not people weren't using it as an alternative form of currency. Maybe some people, but then it turned into a store of value, which means obviously it becomes very valuable. Like right now, as Goosefat said, it's 140,000 Australian dollars. So then obviously there's a lot of interest involved, and so the government can't shut it down because it's worth billions and billions of dollars to investment firms. I imagine most of it these days is owned by like hedge funds and all that kind of stuff. Really uncool, unfun things. But obviously with its original purpose being a currency, yeah, everyone was like, it's going to get shut down. And so like I didn't buy it, didn't buy any, just kind of like rep. And now it's too late. Oh well. I do think it's like cruel. It's very much overvalued, but hey, that's just life, isn't it? But yeah, it used to be cool. Okay, so we got the direction. So now we can, what do people do?
What do people do if a furry nearly drowns? Give them first aid.
First aid, I get it. Move. Direction. Okay, so we've got that, and we're getting that every frame. Now, that's going to go directly to the target. We don't really want that. And also we don't want to move... Okay, but we can also just say like get in range. So it can just chase it for a certain amount of time. So we can call, I think it's if check in range. What is a furry who wants water? Thirsty. Why do I have so many should I change my display picture, my profile picture? If check-in range. That returns a bull, right? Check in range, then we go finished emit attack, which doesn't exist yet. Else. So the question is, how long should we chase for before we stop or do something else? Or should we just chase until we get into range? I don't know. Can we see how it behaves in the world? I think it'll just, I think it'll just follow the player forever. You need to have water. You haven't had water. Go get some water. Stay hydrated. You gotta stay hydrated. tank. 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 Tank enemy. Let's put it there and let's delete the mine. I suspect it's just gonna not do anything, but we'll see. Let's have a look at that detection area. So what happens? On detection area, target equals body. If current state name equals idle, then go to chase. So it gets sent into chase. And in theory, okay, so now we need to like break out the state labels so that we can see what the hell's it doing. Because I don't really know without being able to see that. I don't really care about speed with this one. Oh, whatever, I'll just leave it there. Okay, and the detection area, well, we'll bring it up. I want this one to be able to detect a little bit above it because it will be able to fire projectiles and they will be able to curve towards the player. So even though it's not going to be able to go up and down, we'll still give it the ability to see the player when it's on a ledge above it or something like that, and then react to it. Okay, so it's got the chase, but it's not doing anything. So my chase script must be bad. Or the range is high enough that we're already in range. Yeah, it could be possible. Let's just get rid of that for now and have it chase the player. Okay, no. Is it a signal issue? Move, velocity change dot emit, and I'm pretty sure we connect that, yes. On velocity computed. Navigation agent. Could relate to the navigation agent. Avoidance enabled, no. It's not even getting a path though, so it's got to do with the if target, yeah? Like that's really got to be the thing that runs it. You have ice water? I just ran an ad, by the way. So it's in the state chase, but it's not doing this bit. I suspect if target or direction or anything like this, I don't know because I don't have enough information. Nothing ever goes the way you want it to, eh? Huh. Yeah, right. So it's not even getting to this. Wonder why that is. Is the target not targetable? Huh? Still asleep? The heck? Chase? Check for target? I don't get that. What the hell? It's in chase state. No state update. What's going on? Why would it do that? Doesn't make any sense. Actually. I feel like every stream this happens. I'm like, no, this can't be right, and then I determine the issue. Why would this not be getting called? I wonder. Unlocked. I don't like that. I need to change the default to be true. There we go. Okay, so we have a direction. So it knows that it's trying to get to me, but it's not moving still. But that's good. It is printing delta. Okay, so that's positive. Well, I am within a certain distance of move X, so if I touched stab player. Okay. Huh. Direction.x. The direction.x is really low. Why would that be the case? Target position, target. Global position dot direction 2. Get next path position. No, that doesn't make any sense because the next path position should still be like in the X direction. Because like even if I change this to enemy motion, which would make it so that like this essentially can fly. Right. Oh, now it's all good. Okay, mate. You're not supposed to be able to do that. Ow.
I have a question. Why did you delete my font from Discord?
I don't even know what you mean by that. You have a font on Discord? Okay, let's not do this because this is like too annoying. The direction can just be the position minus its position. Target position minus global position. Enemy dot global position and normalized, or vice versa, or we can even just go direction 2. Whatever. There we go. Now it's just going to come at me until it's dead. Ouch. So let it, my font. I don't know what that is. Like, it's probably an auto mod thing. Don't worry about it. Do we still want to like not have this thing attack all the time? Chase all the time? Or is it just going to chase until it gets into range and then it'll go to attack? I'm not... let's just have it like chase until it gets in range. The only other thing I wanted to see is if it like hits a wall or if it can't determine a path, I guess. Because that's the other thing as well. Like, I want this guy to just go back to being not chasing. You know, like if I'm up here, have him just like not come towards me or give up. Oh, State not found. Oh, it tried to go into the attack state, which doesn't exist. Alright, let's create that. Okay. Enemies, we need to go to scripts. Create. Enemy ground motion, but there's really not much to do. We'll hit the enter and we will just update the target. What's that function? I keep forgetting. Check for target. I hear Discord messages. I should disable that, eh? Oh, that one. Yeah, I don't know, dude. I don't know what you mean. If it got deleted, it was auto mod. It wasn't me. Apologies. Alright. Okay, so... Well... Do we need to... So the last... for the... Oh yeah. I don't think we need a delay. So for the air enemies, what we do is we... In the attack state, we sort of, we do spawn, we launch the projectile, but we play an animation, which basically delays the attack. We also launch 3 of these, and then when the attack is completed, we go into another state, which moves the character away. So that's pretty easy. I think we just like go straight for launching a projectile, and rather than waiting, you know what I mean? Like this one's going to be a little bit more difficult. The projectile's going to move in a much more direct fashion. Okay, so it's cranky at me. Random modifier. Oh, because of a bunch of variables. I don't want that anyway. I don't want randomize. This is not going to need that. And then if I go back to the other one, we will want a projectile, but not that one. We do want the bullet point. Projectile speed. We do want all of these variables here. Enemy bullet is not declared, but that's okay. We're gonna make a new one. I actually do. I'm gonna need to make a placeholder for this. Oh my god. Stop. Stop giving errors. So let's start up Sprite. Always with the Discord, I don't... Is there a way to make that go away? I don't get it on, I don't get it on Linux. Let's just make this like gray. Yes. Yeah, it looks about right. Cool. Let's make the outside dark. Should be pretty readable what that is. Or is it too big? I think it's too big, actually. Because this is 32 by 32. It should be way smaller. That's the same size as the sprite. Oh, that's jaggy. Yeah, that's better. Doesn't fit. Okay, let's no, please don't make me do it again. I don't want to do it again. It doesn't, does it need to be pixel perfect? I don't know. That looks okay. Sprite. Canvas size 8 by 8. Oh, okay, it's a bit bigger than that. 12 by 12. That works. Still no good. Okay, we start again because I can't. My OCD is killing me. Sorry? Pay attention to you. Why? What is the middle? Is it because it's 8? It's like it has to be like this, right? That works. And then the inside can be red. Oops. There you go. Little mini missile.
Laptop I love base system device under Bluetooth devices /USB devices.
/USB devices? System device under Bluetooth? Dude, I don't know what you're talking about. I try not to use too many devices. Like, I got my keyboard, my mouse. I don't know, I've never really been satisfied with the way that PCs handle wireless connectivity. It's just easier to have cables. Like, I've got a PlayStation 5 controller and it is a pain in the ass to connect to anything. Like, it's actually so annoying. Maybe it would be better if I got an Xbox. I should have probably gotten an Xbox controller. Or maybe like, because I like the PlayStation shape. I'm a heathen, I know. But development projects. Where the heck do I save this shit? But yeah, like, it's miserable. PlayStation 5 controller is really good because I like the ergonomics of it, but like, holy crap. Getting that thing connected, pain in the ass, and then changing the device that is using it is a pain in the ass. And then, like, yeah, it just doesn't hot swap very easily. Like, say my headphones are pretty good. Like, I don't need to press a button to make them pair with a device that already knows it. So like, I can switch between my tablet and my phone pretty easily with my headphones. But I cannot do the same thing with the PlayStation 5 controller. I have to like hold down a bunch of buttons and reset it and make it forget on the device that I'm trying to connect it to. It's so miserable. Okay. Should I remove base system device Maybe you should find out what it does before you remove it. Like, I would recommend that before anything else. What does this do? Q free, Q free, Q free. It just dies. What do I need this to be? Probably don't want it to be a... I'm going to need to create a new object. And... I mean, I don't really have any issues being a character body. So I can make it go the direction. Collision shape. It's gonna be so small. He's so tiny. And we'll add an area 2D with the same exact collision shape on it. And, oh, I suppose that should be a hurt box, right? Hitbox. Okay, and then we just delete it when it's damage successful. Easy. This is where the real challenge begins. Scripts, enemy. Me data. Wait, machine. Where do we save this in? Yeah, I guess we could save it here. Homing missile. That's not how you do it. Capitals. Save this. Scenes. Enemy data. Yeah, I suppose I should probably create another one for like projectiles. Always with the projectiles. Okay. So I guess we need to have like an export for the speed. Should be a float, and it'll be equal to, I don't know, like 200. That's probably fine. That might even be a bit too quick. And then we've got acceleration as well. Oh man, I can't spell, can't type. Okay. Double float. Yeah, let's just make it 20. I think that's quite slow. It's very hard to tell. I never know what to make with acceleration. It'd be very hard to get right. And then we have a function really called like launch, right? Because we're launching the projectile, and it'll have position, not vector 2, and that will be, we'll set the starting point. The global position will be equal to the position, and the velocity will be equal to What will the velocity be equal to? I guess if we go global position dot x, a base system device is not a single specific piece of hardware, but a hardware placeholder name for a device that is missing a driver. Okay. I don't think you should remove that, dude. I don't know. Maybe Google it. I don't know nothing about Windows. Be like, sign? Multiply by speed, so it just goes whatever direction. Like X or Y. It's just going to go out that way. Maybe it should be Y. Also, like, that's not... Velocity is vector 2. So... Right? So that doesn't work. Global position dot normalized? I don't know, actually. I feel like that's kind of weird. Just roll with it. Obviously. Got the physics process. Oh good, my Windows Defender did not find any threats. We just want to set the velocity equal to, make it go faster over time, acceleration times delta. Could we just not lerp it? I know, I'm so bad with lerp. Two. We need a direction. How come we need to get the player's position? Like if we're gonna launch it, sure we can just like set it in a direction, but we still need to find the position of the player. You removed it. Okay, good luck. Restart your computer, see what happens. I'm running an ad. Oh gosh. Should I update the laptop as well? I don't know, man. Doesn't need an update. So when we launch it, we're also going to need to have a target. So we need a target variable. I don't know, I guess. This will be the player, right? Because if we want it to follow the player, it's going to be a character body 2D. And so this will accept the target and it'll also be a character body 2D. Restarted. Let's get restarted. And the target will equal the target. Pretty easy stuff so far. Character body, that one is got a letter wrong. Okay, so now we get the target. We can get the direction as a vector 2. And this time I will go global position dot direction to target.global position, right? So we'll update that every frame. All I know about it is it a PCI slot number 4. Okay, well, I don't know what's in. You'd have to open up your computer and check, man, or like run your BIOS and find out what's in there. Like, what kind of problem are you having anyway? It's a laptop. And so now that we've got the direction, we can say that velocity equals direction times speed. But also, like, we need to lerp from velocity, and then the finish is velocity multiplied by, I know, so direction multiplied by speed at, I don't know, delta. That's fine, I guess. Why is it giving me so many warnings? Launch has no static type. There you go. Okay, so we update the velocity, each frame traveling towards speed. I don't think I need this line. I'm just going to start at 0. Oh, we have an acceleration. Duh. Multiplied by acceleration. Technically, we don't even really need to include delta here because it's a physics process, but we will anyway. Okay, so that should just go directly to the target if shot. It's not like we want it to follow the player, but we don't want it to follow it so directly. But this on its own should just do that. So let's get it in the game and working, and then work on the steering. Actually, it could be the camera, huh? So I need to have this here as a constant. I need to standardize the enemy scripts. Like, they're... This is the problem I have with some more specific things. Like, I want to like turn it all into components. Like, an attack where you launch a projectile, the script should be the same every time. But then, like, you want like very minute different behaviors, and so it can be a little bit tricky to achieve that. And this doesn't even derive bullet. This is a missile, and so homing missile. Equals missile dot instantiate, right? Add child, top level true, global position equals global position, y direction equals vector 2. So none of this we really need, and it wouldn't work anyway because a bullet is a rigid body and this is a character body. So global position equals bullet point dot global position. Up till that we do, and I guess we should change this to missile. Lowercase. Right. And this is going to change as well because, okay, so it still works, I guess. Yeah, it should be fine. Okay, so we add it. Global position equals bullet point global position, although that's not being set. Connecting incomplete connect to network. Maybe I fixed it by removed it. I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so now we can say missile dot launch, and it wants its position. So this can go, but we feed it the bullet point global position, and then it also wants a target, which I'm assuming we have because we inherit from enemy motion. So We can feed that in, which is good. And now, what we really need to do is probably update the bullet point, because that's not being updated. Well, let's just move it. Actually, for now, let's not worry too much about that. Let's just move that to the top of the character. Transform, where is it? Ordering, transform. Just move it to there. Okay. Now, its range is pretty small. I don't know. Let's just check to see what happens. Oh, okay. It's just not... Oh, wait. This is all wrong. Okay, first of all, when we enter the... We need to stop. Okay. Stop is not found in base self. Sure it is. It's just called stop. It doesn't have an underscore. Always with the messages. And then we need to launch projectile. And then we go finished emit. Dot idle. We go back. We just launch the projectile and go straight back to what we were doing, which will probably send us back into the... It'll send us in a loop, basically. Now, check-in range is not really working. If not target, return false. Distance to object. Distance to enemy.global position. If the range is... And then it returns false. Otherwise, it does a line of sight. And it just checks... So, like, could it be because I moved the origin of the body to the ground? I think what happened is, because the origin is down here and the character sits above it, it's like going from the ground. It's not actually seeing it. So I need to move everything back down. I mean, that is a part of it. Damn it. Collision shape. Let's make it big. Fine. And then move him up. I reckon that's why it wasn't working properly. Okay, it just went straight into idle. Owie. So I'm guessing it went straight into attack and then came straight back. Getting anything in the debugger? Let's have it wait a second before it goes back. And then these missiles are probably colliding with the enemy. They mask the world. Okay. So let's go to the attack state, and before we do that, let's just go await, get tree dot create timer and have it be like 2 seconds. Dot timeout. And then it goes back into idle. And then from idle, what does it do? If not check in range, chase, else, finish the mid attack. This needs to be a new script. Tank enemy. Yeah, we can't, we have to give it a new script because, ground enemy motion? Ground, that's fine, just go node. Basically that script is being used by another character, so, and they don't have an attack state, so it wouldn't make any sense. Else, finish, emit, attack. Okay, so it just goes around and around. Okay, so why is this not launching the missile? Bullet launch? Target equals target, global position equals position. I'm sure it exists. Does it exist in the scene? I can't even see it. Like, I could maybe think that it's getting like sent somewhere else. Here it is, missile. Where is it? What's its position? Well, we can't be that far from the origin, can we? Where's the origin point of this world? It's right there. Oh, it's over here. Huh. So what's the position of the tank? Can't even see it in the list. Hate to correct, but it's missile. What did I write? Did I forget like a letter? Oh, there's an I between. Right, thank you. I'm not particularly good at spelling. It was never really my strong suit. English. That's pretty funny. And then tank enemy attack. There we go. I suspect we want to set the position. The global position. Okay, I'm confused. Missile dot global position equals bullet point dot global position. Is that any different? We're passing that in, and this says global position equals position. I don't know why it wouldn't work here. Am I not calling that function? Have I like totally messed up? No, I am calling that function. It's right there. And then it should just come directly towards the player. Where is this thing? There it is. It's not moving. Why are you over there? Okay. Unless the position of the bullet point. No, that doesn't make any sense. Is this path wrong? Is it because I added it to the... No, because you're supposed to add it to the scene before you set the position. I'm fairly certain that's how you're supposed to do it. Right, the other way around anyway. still out there. It's also not moving towards the player, which is kind of not right, right? Oh, I'm not calling move and slide. That's an easy mistake, but that's not really going to help us. I actually can't understand why it wouldn't... Everything else... Hey, let me just have a look at the other attack function. We set it to true. We set the bullet point, bullet.global position, bullet point.global position here. We added to the scene as a child. So, like, why is it any different for the missile? That doesn't make any sense. I'm going to remove this here, just in case that's affecting it. And then... There's unused variable now. Oh well. And then in the tank, in the attack function here, let's just go back to the way it was. It is following me. So there's that. It's just not... Weird. What if we didn't make it top level? I'm pretty sure that would work, but like... Still showing up over there. Sounds like an engine. Okay, I'm officially confused. Why? Explain to me. This doesn't make any sense. We are setting the... Add child missile? Missile.global position equals bullet point.global position. It's not like I'm... So the bullet point just like, you know, weird. Is that top level? What the heck? The bullet point is top level. Why would the bullet point be top level? What? That's gotta be a mistake, right? Yeah, okay. Alright, well that answers your question. Okay, well, I think I figured that out. What the heck? I think I can make that top level again. I'm gonna add ads. Missile.top level. Okay. We should be good. Let's have a look. Hey. It's chasing me now.
Yo, oh.
I can't walk now. Oh, that's an interesting bug. Okay, so he maybe moves a little bit too quickly. And we don't want it to like steer so fast towards the player. And obviously it needs to hit the hitbox of the... So we need to update the collision layer on this. I believe we want it to be 5 player damage. And it just needs to mask that. Let's try that. Nope. Okay, right that. Uh-huh. It just kills me now. Damage successful, damage successful. What? Okay. Key free. I suppose area entered, area 2D. If we have it area shape entered, body entered. If we have it body entered 2D node, connect, and then make this also detect the world, will it queue free if it hits something other than the player? Not that I'm going to be able to outrun it, because right now it's going way too fast. Make it really slow. Okay, no. I'm probably just gonna need to... How can I detect the world? If that's not gonna work that way. Ugh. Don't know. Worry about it later. What? Monitoring, monitorable. Either way. Okay. What else is there? Oh, right, the steering. It's okay, so the bullet is still too slow. So to like 70. Okay, so how can we do the steering? Because right now it's like perfect and we don't necessarily want that, right? Really need like another function. I'm looking at an image on how the math works, by the way, just so you guys know what the hell I'm looking at. This is a really old Kids Can Code thing, just to give me something to go off. So basically I want to get that, but I need to like subtract the current velocity to get the desired velocity. Desired velocity is this way. Current velocity is this way. And then you get the mix in between. So Target position minus position dot normalized times speed. Desired, which is where you actually want to go, minus velocity dot normalized. Huh. How can I translate this? I guess as well, like we probably want to set our velocity equals vector 2 dot up multiplied by speed. So start going up to begin with, right? And then we're gonna need to like do this thing. Steer direction. Get direction. Let's just call it get direction. And we'll pass in the target. We don't really need to pass in the target, do we? Have a return a vector 2. And then we go bar direction is a vector 2 equal to vector 2 dot 0 return direction. Okay. There we go. Easy. Sorry. Wanted to get the microphone a little bit further down. Open the door. I don't think the TTSs are working.
Open the door.
Oh. Why do I want to open the door? Okay, so let's say like if target, right? We go desired. There's desired. Vector 2 equals target dot global position minus global position dot normalized steer force. Is that not the same as direction 2? Probably. And then the direction equals brackets desired minus
Get out
velocity?
of my sandwich.
Dot normalized times steer force, which I don't have yet. Or I guess I'll make this an export variable as well. Let's do that. Steer force, it's a float. Have it be equal to 50, I guess. And in the interest of good typing, these should all have 0.0. As we've been learning, haven't we? Yeah, I guess so, man. Is this even gonna work? Dude, I don't even know. It's moving very slowly. Why would that be? Let's take that out. 12:43 p.m. Wow. Wait, in the afternoon, you mean? Okay. I don't understand. It like flips. It flips. Why would it do that? Because velocity is not what I think it is? I don't know, man. I feel like this is not... Why would... Okay, so let's try to think about what they were doing here. And, like, because it's Godot 3, so it's a little bit different. And it was also an area 2D, so that velocity number... I mean, it's still, like, velocity. They're just adding that to the position.
Your phone ringing, pick up your phone.
Always with the phone. No. So... Why is it? It really shouldn't matter that much. The velocity is kind of the same thing, even though they're not using move and slide. Hello? It really does sound like a phone vibrating on a desk or something. Direction times speed. The only different thing they're doing here is multiplying the desired by the speed. So what if I do that too?
If you didn't have chat up, would they get you?
If I didn't have chat up, would they get you? I don't know. Oh, if I didn't, okay, no, it wouldn't, because I can tell the difference between when it's in this headphones versus when it's like around me. My phone, it also doesn't vibrate that much. Like I have like an iPhone SE from 2020 or something like that. I don't know, it's ancient. Okay, that does work better, but I don't think... Why is it bouncing around like that? Otherwise it would be like pretty good for what we're looking for. Maybe if I made it faster, but like that's not really the issue here. The issue is that it's getting like one step forward and one step back. You know what I mean? Like it's bouncing around, which really annoys me. trying to think about like mathematically what I'm doing here. So that's our desired velocity. That doesn't really, that's not really what we're looking for, because like, yeah, actually, I don't, so this is where we want to go, and we want to know where we are currently, which is desired right. So this is really like direction 2, like global position dot direction 2 target dot global position, right? So that's like where we want to get to, and then we want to take that from where we start and essentially like make it slower rather than setting that as the direction straight away. Make it get there a little bit slower, I guess. So you need to find the difference between the two, like our current direction, which would just be velocity dot normalized, right? And then kind of like an engine, but not really. So we've got velocity dot normalized. What do I want to find out? I guess there's like angle, but that's not really going to help me. Why the hell did you put that in? I don't know what you're talking about. Also, I didn't know there was a bounce. Huh. Cubic interpolate performs a cubic interpolation between this vector and returns the results at position wait. Because you could just lerp the direction. You know what I mean? Like if you did that, would it have the same effect? Like direction. I think I just... Well, no, that's alright. Because...
Up the building, he is a building.
And Bob the building, he's a building? Okay, lerp. Velocity dot normalized to desired at a weight of what, like 1, I guess.
Why is it called a building when it's already built?
I don't know. I guess now I can... I think that does work. Let's just reduce this number. Right? Steer force should be... I think a bigger number makes it go slower, right? Nope. Nope. Oh yeah, that is exactly what we're looking for. Oh, ran straight into the... Ouch. Okay, great. I mean, I definitely simplified it, but it works, so get out of here. Now, we probably do want this to be a little bit faster. Not too much faster. We also want to rotate it. Ouch. I caught it. Kinda. Also, we want to make it go up to begin with. Oh shit. It doesn't have enough steer force to get to me. That's pretty cool, actually. Up. Pretty fun. Okay, but like... it's meant to like point at the character, not shoot directly up. I'm gonna have to change the sprite. That's pretty easy. Make it go a little bit faster. And make it steer a little bit better. Slower, but more steering. Even slow. Oh, so can we set the rotation? So the rotation is going to be equal to the direction dot... or actually, okay, wait, hold on. So it's just the rotation. Rotation is just a single number in 2D, right? I forget about that. Right, yeah, it's just one thing. That should be easy enough then. So rotation dot angle. Nope, plus 90. That is what we're looking for. It's just chasing me around.
Did you know the pancake is still on the roof?
Nah. I got it. I took it down. Trust me. I actually don't know the reference. Okay. Tank dude. Almost done. I'm not 100% happy.
There is none. I'm just being silly.
Yeah, that's fair enough. Right. Turrets that move and just shoot upwards. I don't know about that. Okay. But that's still progress either way. You know what I'm saying? So, now we just need to work out why it's not shooting again after it follows. Also, like, its range is really high. I think let's just turn that down a smidge. And okay. Okay, so it goes into attack and then it goes straight back into idle. And if it's not in range, then it goes to chase. Otherwise, it should go to attack. Target update remaining. 2 seconds, so it should stay there for 2 seconds. This is an unlocked state. Is that what it's? Because it's a locked state. Oh my god. Boom. Okay, yeah. It's just shooting at me. Ouch. I didn't know you could still shoot while you're dying. What the hell are they? I don't... Well, they're just meant to represent shapes. I'm gonna get them to look more like objects later. We'll fill them in. I don't know what you're asking, to be honest. I'm actually not 100% sure. I still think the steer force is a little bit too high. I could tweak that for ages. I think 0.1's too low, right? I don't know. Didn't do nothing. Okay. It's a little bit too low. The fact that it goes behind him is kind of a problem. Also, like, you could just wail on this guy. You don't have to, like, really try. So maybe this does need to be, like, a higher number. I don't know. It's going to be difficult to balance. It's just another... I suppose I need to make him have more health. How much damage do I do? Jeez. Tank enemy is still called ground enemy here. Rename that. Let's have a look. Health, 100. How much damage do I do? 20? How much health does a dummy enemy have? 100. Double it, pass it to the next. So now I have to react. So I'm at least getting attacked once. I don't know. Oh, that guy's really slow now because I changed the data and it's the same for both of them. I'm such an idiot. Oh my god. Okay. Make unique. And then go back to the ground enemy. So annoying. Stats. Movement speed. Range needs to be really short for this guy, I think. Right? Movement speed needs to be way faster. And I think acceleration as well. Like, this guy needs to be speedy. Ouch. Ouch. Also, I need to apply the same formula to that character. Because it's like the same thing, it flies at you. Actually, I'm gonna change those funny looking enemies, these ones here, to not just be like sitting on the wall, but like more just, they're just gonna be chilling in the air, and then they will sort of float towards you. Also, the other thing I wanted to do is play around with noise. Now that we have a bit more experience with noise, I wanted to play around with noise to change the movement of this enemy so that it's not such a straight line. Those are the two things that I wanted to give a go. You know what I mean? So let's check that out. Can I rename that? I'm sick of seeing dummy enemy everywhere. Gonna need to start giving these names instead of like just placeholder names. Okay, so for the attack chase, so I wanted to at export bar noise equals noise texture 2D, right? Wait, it's not happy. Cyclic, could not resolve. I'm an idiot. Sometimes I wonder, eh? Shake it up a bit. And basically here, where we get the direction, just change it by like getting a little bit of random noise. So like funk, get random noise. And we'll pass in like delta as a float, and we'll get void. And how did we do it last time? Where was that? What was I doing noise with? And it was a real pain in the ass. Screen shake. Back to that. Yeah. Let's take that entire thing.
The stream you're trying to contact is no longer available. Please push start stream to try again.
Do you imagine if I like press the wrong button? Pressed a button? Like that. Noise what? Okay, so yeah, we need That used to just like send you back to the last script. Guess they changed what that button does. Identify a noise texture. It's called noise. Okay, well let's just call it noise texture then. I can spell texture. Apparently I can't spell today. Identify a strength knot. My God. How do you spell strength? Apparently with the N first. Okay. So we got a bit of noise.
Closest way we're ever gonna get snow is if there's a ton of hail.
I mean here, yeah, in Queensland, that's pretty much what snow is. You don't get actual snow, it doesn't get cold enough, but in the summer, you will get a big chunk of ice flying at you at 1,000 kilometers an hour and just smashing your windscreen. Okay, we've got a couple of warnings. The method find path is not present on the inferred type enemy, but may be present on the subtype. Okay. Unsafe method access. Okay. We'll roll with it. It's fine. So we get the noise offset and we pass it into the directions.
I remember when I was younger I made an Iceman, not a snowman, and Iceman.
That's funny. I've never experienced hail that bad before, but I'm closer to the sea, so I don't think it's as bad for me. I hate snow. I've never been a fan. I remember when I was a kid, and maybe like I think it was like 50-50, the fact that like we were in Australia, even though we're in the cold part of Australia, because there are cold parts, like the winter stuff was just never that good. So my parents would send us out there like with cotton gloves and stuff like that, and like the reality is snow melts and it just goes straight through all that stuff, like not waterproof stuff, and it was just so miserable. So like either they didn't really know how to deal with snow, but they're from Tassie, so I don't know, man. Or they just like, snow isn't even that common in Tasmania. You have to go to it. It's not like it's very rare for it to snow on the like sea level, you know? So you have to like drive up the mountain, but still, you know. I forgot the hell what I was doing. Kill this dude. Ouch. I think that worked. You don't have to. I don't. What do you mean by that? Maybe you should send me a DM rather than typing that in chat. Okay, that did work, but it was kind of like not, I guess that just depends on like the offset and the speed. Like, I don't know, do I make that stronger? I guess that'll make the direction even more random. Oh crap, that guy really is a problem. Okay, now he can't even get to me because like the offset's so crazy. He can't get to me. That's so funny. Yeah, well, I understood that. We have to like work on. Where'd this guy go? I can't change his direction fast enough. It was fine when he was, I mean, he's a really dumb enemy now, isn't he? He can't change. Is that because the X and Y is always a positive integer? I actually don't know. Like, is there a chance that this is just never...
My location is redacted.
Yeah, that's how you want it to be. Is that always a positive number? This guy sucks. See how X, it takes really long to change X and then it gets sent back to positive. I don't know. Oh, you know what? Yeah, it's probably, I mean, that's too strong. Right, this should be probably a lower number. Because we're multiplying that noise Y. Actually, you know what? I don't think that matters at all. Sort of the randomness. The strength is too much, for sure. Like, I'm overdoing it. And also, on top of all of that, this should be normalized.
Hey, it is 27 degrees for you.
Probably hotter than that. Stuck on the roof. Okay, that just got like way worse.
Will, I cast giant spider.
I'm not afraid of those. I've had them in my bed. And that's not a euphemism. I mean literally. It can't get me down here. It's become really dumb. Damn, what did I do to this thing?
I'm not kidding. I had one that was like 1 meter leg span standing.
Yeah, they're horrible. They're not, I don't like them at all. X is always positive. And overwhelmingly... And it doesn't really need to be normalized, but I don't know. We are changing the direction by a lot. It's a way... Okay, I just need to reduce the strength, right? Like...
And then I had one jump on me.
Yeah. It's not a nice feeling. Most of the time they're just huntsmen, though. Okay. That's much more sensible. We can start... So, yeah, it was just a really big number.
No, not good feeling at all.
Can't get me... I think it's a little bit better. Bump it up a little bit. Might as well eat it because it doesn't look like a straight line now, that's for sure. It's going a little bit sideways,
How
you know.
big of hail do you think we're gonna get this year, and how hot of the summer?
I mean, it's never really that hot. It's more humid here, right? So like, you know, we're not going to see anything over like 32 degrees, I don't know, Celsius. Never really that bad here. But hail, I mean, it's been really bad this week. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think I've seen hail, like every day there's been a hailstorm somewhere around southeast Queensland, which for people who aren't from Australia or from Queensland don't know, that's like a really big area. You know, it's the size of a small European country, but yeah, it's been, it's, you know, it's been going. Hailstorm every day, someplace around. We had one. They mostly miss where I live because I'm like close to a big mountain, so it goes around me. But like, yeah. I'm mostly spared. I think last year we got hit by one. Well, I didn't. My wife did. She was in the car. Luckily, there wasn't that much damage. Like trigger a notification. I should mute that while I'm streaming. I don't know how to do that. Just close it. Okay. So that's a bit of fun there. Now let's take a look at the swooper doopers. Swoopers. I need to think of more enemies. This guy should be a character body. I think I'm going to change its type. A goose. So, this is meant to be a sci-fi. Also, like, how would a goose be? Like, I guess that square that I've got that chases you around could be a goose. But I think it's probably most likely going to be a robot of some kind. I meant more like in terms of action. So realistically, like in terms of like actions, this guy here is a goose because he just runs straight at you, hits you in the face. Change type. It's going to be a character body. Okay. None of this needs to make sense. If body on player, body entered, yada yada yada, set direction, yada yada yada. Okay, but the hitbox will need to be on body entered, on health container, health 0. Yes, hitbox on damage successful, connect to the sweeper and queue it free. Okay, very similar to the tank, we do want, actually not the tank, to the missile, we do want this function of like the direction, right? Let's just copy most of this. When this needs to like when it hits something else, and that hitbox for some reason isn't detecting the tile map. Is that something that's to do with the tile map? I'll have to look into that. Sweepies. Okay, what variables are we missing? Cannot be assigned to a variable type of vector 3. What? Ah. I always do that. Said meow, but not... Okay. We got the target. Character block 2D. That launch function isn't necessary, but on body entered, what we want to do is player detection. Oh, I guess that's gone. Disconnect. Connect. Okay, on player detection, right. So target. If target is a player character, then that's not how we want to do it. If body is that, then target equals body.
Email.
Email? Okay, so now we've got target, and then if target, do all of this, else direction, and we need some kind of like ticker. Right. So I guess I would just say like, then velocity dot y is equal to vector 2. Actually, we'll just go like negative 980. That's gravity, right? Actually, that's way 0.8, I guess. What's gravity? And that way it'll fall, but it'll also go towards the player. And it'll have probably a better steer force, because before it was like kind of falling towards the player, but not really. Let's see what happens. Okay, kinda. I can make this like way more, like negative 100. Negative, is that down or up? Excuse me. Okay, project, settings, gravity. Hey, Tolkien, how are ya? Default gravity is 980 pixels per second. So the velocity should be 980 for the down. And then, well, okay, the rotation's totally cooked. Got a secret project. Nice. I can't wait to play it. I guess the angle here is probably fine. Oh my god. Dude, it just slammed into me. This gets triggered multiple times. It shouldn't. So I should say 9 hours of sleep. Damn, that's nice. I wish I could get 9 hours of sleep. If not target. If not target. If target is null. Dot. Equals. If target equals null, then set the target, otherwise don't. Ouch. There's not enough downward force. I want that force to be like always present. Do I need to be setting it every single frame? Like, if target, or do I need to like have an additional, I don't know. I think I'm just going to set that so that it's like as if it's falling, and then it'll also have like a bit of direction. And we're going to be lerping the velocity. This is the wrong function. Velocity equals lerp towards direction. Actually, that needs to go second. There. Sick track. Okay, well now it's just flying. Okay, we need to create a variable for this and just play around with a number that feels right. Ball speed. Float equals, that was way too fast, so and just to make things easier to test, let's move them closer. So let's delete some of these. Put a sweeper there so I can just jump down and touch it. I'm really not simulating that very good, am I? Can it even fly? If I trigger that, can I get it to follow me up? The answer is no, but it will go left and right. So it can't come up, so it's definitely falling. It just doesn't feel very good.
The simulation did today.
The simulation? How do you know this isn't a simulation? Huh? this could all just be a dream. It'd just be like AI running a simulation of Earth. Maybe the steer force is too strong? Something just doesn't feel right. Also, where am I using acceleration? There. I think that's okay. Okay, and now I just need it to disappear when it hits the ground. Is it avoidable? Oh, it fucking goes way too quick. I guess velocity. How do I do gravity for regular characters? Dude, because the gravity feels so wrong. Am I dumb? Have I? It was literally just before I blinked, the whole daylight outside disappears. This day was like, it was like 7 AM. I think you mean like you blinked and then the day was over? Plus equals gravity times delta? Adding gravity every frame but multiplied by delta? Okay. I don't understand what you mean. Okay. Okay, now it's way too slow. I've been out of the simulation as well, but sure, whatever. I don't know what you mean, dude. I don't think you've told me that before. What is that called? Kids are really into it these days. It's like projection, astral projection. No, it's not astral projection. They like get into a dream state and then they like go into like a fantasy world. I forget what it's called. Sounds like fun. It's really just meditation, I guess. This script is pretty much cooked. I need to look at the way that I'm getting direction. Lucid dreaming? I think they call it something different these days though. No, in the middle of the day I can just choose to exit. I don't believe you. I think I need to only be doing this to the X direction. The direction for the X can like change, but the Y is always down. Although I thought that's what I'd be doing. Because that's like not possible. I don't know. I just like to mess with you sometimes. Dude, I'm so bad at math. So this should just be like velocity.x move towards. You can do a lerp f. You could do a lerp f. Velocity.x direction.x times speed. It was pretty much the same. Ouch. Can't really escape it at that point. Okay, how can I make it die when it hits the ground? Because these hitboxes don't detect the ground. They should though. I can't see why they can't. No one ever believes me except for Aqua. Oh well. I guess it's like, it's probably an age thing. Like, you know, I'm old. I don't believe in that stuff anymore. I suppose in kinematic body, is there collisions? No, there's not. So just like this, why? I would have thought that body entered would get detected by the tile map. Oh, it is detecting the tile map. Then you can just queue free, right? Oh. They're 19 turning 20 in 2 months. Yeah, well, I mean, that's still like pretty young. Compared to, I'm like 35. You know what I mean? Have you ever seen the TV show? Is it called Fringe? The TV show Fringe covers this. You have seen Fringe? It's kind of like that. No, you haven't. Okay. That's a good one. That covers that kind of stuff. And there was one other that I liked, but it was a little bit darker. It was like the AO. That was sick. It was a Netflix show. I think it got cancelled. This was all about like escaping the like finding the other side, but it was very dark. Don't watch that if you can't handle like death, because there was a lot of that. It was fucked. But Fringe is also like really good, and it's not as like dark. And also there's way more content on that. If you're into TV, I don't know. This is an old one, 2008. An oldie but a goodie. Australian actor too. What do they do? Investigate serious unexplained blinks. Oh yeah, and they travel to a parallel universe using like drugs and stuff. It's pretty sick. Definitely recommend. Piss me off. I'm gonna have to figure out. Should I create another area that's bigger? Like on these enemies, you know what I mean? Or should I just use a rigid body in kinematic mode? You know what I mean? I actually don't know how I'd have to like look up how to do the acceleration, but like character bodies seem kind of annoying for this. What did you link? how do you have proof? Here we can see. Okay, this is pretty funny. Here we can see that Florida is actually a poorly written artificial data matrix, as evidenced by this poorly rendered police vehicle clipping through the environment due to simulation processor loads being too high during the rainy season. Bethesda programmed Florida. Is this a bug or a feature? Yes. And it's just like a police car half submerged into the water, which is pretty funny. Probably like a ravine or something that you can't see because of the flood. That's why they say if it's flooded, forget it. Don't drive in those waters because you might end up like this. Oh, this is the wrong signal. Why? I don't like this. No, it's already disappeared because it's like so far off the wall, it's not even funny. But that does work. Okay. Man, these enemies piss me off sometimes. I have to like rethink the way that I build them up because it's not easy and they're not modular. I mean, they are modular. They do have like your hitbox, your hurtbox, health, blade detection, all those things are like, at least the way that I've built up my enemies, it's really not that bad when it comes to like making one quickly in terms of like adding a hitbox, adding a hurtbox, a health container, and detection, because those are all scripted things. But when it comes to behavior, that's the thing that you have to like script, because there's no like inbuilt. We've got a state machine that does some of that, but like you're always going to want like a little bit of a different behavior, so it never works out the same. Oh, it's pain. I'm going to circle back to the missile launcher because it was bothering me a lot that the missile was, let's rename that, was not disappearing when it hit the ground. So the reason that would be is because this collision shape is the same size as the other one, so it's not always going to be colliding with all the hedgehogs. That's not loading. Ouch. I'm supposed to be able to avoid those. Okay. I see, it's not disappearing. It's not disappearing. Why is it not disappearing? Body entered. Go to method. Queue free. What? What? Just have to add another one? I don't know. Is there a space in the link? No, I don't know. I just clicked it. Oh, you know what it is? Yes, I do see that. It's missing the first part as a hyperlink. It's still not working though. Damn. That's a lot of soft toys there. That's a collection. I used to be really into, when I was a kid, I was really into penguins, and I had a lot of soft toy penguins. Until I was like 12, I guess. Then it became uncool, so I got rid of them. I think I still have a few. Might even be one around here somewhere. My OG one that I got when I went to Phillip Island in Victoria, where there's all these penguins. Okay, now you can actually avoid that guy. Easy, okay. All the sweepers are gone because they don't know how to fight. Alright. I need to create more enemy sprites and stuff. I need to brainstorm some ideas for different behaviors. I probably need to like look at what's it called? Metroid. Oh, I wanted to make a stomper. Like one that like jumps up into the air and then jumps on top of you. Should be pretty easy. Famous last words. Those crawlers are too slow. We can make them faster. Pretty easy, I reckon. If I've got a max speed, double it and pass it to the next person. Doesn't feel like they changed. Doesn't seem like they got faster. Actually seems like they got slower. Okay, no, they're going. Now they're flying. Ouch. They're not all going the same speed though. Like, I feel like that guy's going slower. That guy's basically stopped. That's weird. Like, did I just change it on the one? Oh. That's a bit strange, isn't it? Direction times speed. If reverse direction, go the other way. Or is it to do with like the ground cast because they're going faster now? Just bump it up a little bit more and see what happens. I'm kind of... Well, that one's definitely flying, man. I think these ones are... Yeah, that guy's going faster, but he's basically... If they're going so fast, they're not colliding with the the ground anymore. And that guy's going really slow. Why is that? Enemies? I don't know which crawler I'm clicking on. Why are they doing that? Oh look, that one stopped too. Huh. What's special about these guys? Aside from the fact that they've got like little... It's got to do with their placement on the... Or is it because of... It's actually such a weird bug. I would not expect that. I mean, it is very basic. Like, I'm just getting the collision from this single raycast, and like it only rotates around the square because they're not flat. But if it was going fast, what kind of acceleration do these guys have? I don't think they have acceleration. They just go at speed. So like going faster shouldn't really affect anything, should it? Like if I made this like 600, for example, that one that we see at the start, oh yeah, it does. It goes too fast and it like no longer collides, I reckon. Yeah, look, it's like out there now. So there's a limit. Ouch. What an arsehole. To like how fast you can make them go, otherwise they come off their rails essentially. That's really funny. I wonder, I did think it was a bit basic when I was making them. I was like, yeah, this isn't like, I like it because it's simple, but I didn't really want to like make it complicated for something that just goes around in circles, if that makes sense. Also, like, I'm printing out the offset still for the air. I don't want any jank in my game, and yet I have so much. So much. I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't have that much experience working in 2D. Like, I think needing a second hitbox is weird. I want to change these maybe to all be anything that needs to detect a collision needs to be a rigid body because it's just way more reliable. And then yeah, a crawler goes too quick, loses connection with its ground cast. So, how do you fix that? Do you just get more raycasts? I would say my intuition is telling me we need to find out what the direction is towards that and set the Y direction, or like you need to make its velocity always be like in the first instance move it to that point and then have it go in that direction, if that makes sense. So if it's colliding, then we get the collision point, or we get the normal, and then we figure out the direction from 90 degrees to the normal. So basically just right or left. Yes. I'm assuming this one of the start is set up to
Minecraft.
reverse direction. But it's going to stop there, even though that is colliding. No, it's not. It would be red if it was colliding. Right? It was 10 originally, wasn't it? Works perfectly at 10 pixels per second. That's so funny. Add more each platform instead of fixing the speed value. Add more. You mean like make the platform bigger? I don't actually know what you mean by that. You mean make it faster for more platform? Like the longer the platform, the faster it goes. More crawlers per platform. Yeah, right. I think I'm too bad at math sometimes. Do you guys ever feel that way? It's like, man, I feel like there's a solution out there, but like, I am too dumb to work it out on the fly. I need to like sit and think for a whole day about like why this would happen and how to fix it. Coding is a good way to discover what you're really bad at. Yeah, it's true. It's like, oh, okay, so like, I kind of know that I want it to stick to that point, but obviously it's moving too quickly, so like it moves too far each frame for it to like, so the next frame it's not colliding with that object. So there's like an upper speed that it really can be, which would, I guess, be pixels per second, like 60 pixels, depends on the size. Our frame, like our tile size is 32. So if we're moving greater than 32, I would say it's impossible to ever stay on it, right? That has to be like a factor. Like it has to be any more than that and it's a problem. Obviously 32 is not that quick. And then also don't feel like they're going that... Like, am I crazy? I set the max speed and it doesn't seem to change. Oh, there's a min speed. Oh, whoa, what the heck? Oh my god. Am I randomizing the speed? Min speed, max speed? What the hell? Wait, what are we doing here? I just woke up. Oh yeah, on the radio I'm doing like a random speed, so... Oh, fucking hell. Yep. See, it came off. There's probably a sweet spot. But how fast it moves every frame is going to be a thing that matters when you're only using a single point to work it out, especially like depending on how fast you're moving per frame, right? But like obviously 30 frames per second, like it's definitely not moving like a 32 pixels per second. It would be way faster. These are all state. Okay, that doesn't make any sense. These all fell off the rails. Because they're smaller rails or what? I don't get it. I'm gonna have to think about that one. They're all off. That's crazy. Every single one of them. Is it just like a matter of time after a certain speed? Like it's just inevitable that it's gonna eventually break. And I just happen to choose a speed slow enough that it never happened before that. That's crazy. My other idea for doing like, what's the difference? Oh, you did TTS.
What is the difference between a furry and a person selling extended auto warranties? Furries never bothered anyone.
That's a valid point. Maybe, no, well, I mean, it's good though. Like, that might have come up at any, because like in theory, that should be something that I can like change. Like I set it up so that you could like change these numbers and like depending on the platform make it faster or slower or have like a bit of variation in the speed, because what I didn't want was when you walk into a room like that one over there where they're all there, you know, I did not want them to be all going the same speed. So I made them have a bit of variation, but now obviously... See what I mean? Because like if they were all like going the same speed, then they would all be in sync, depending on where I put them. So I guess they just have to, like, if they go too fast, they fall off the rails. It seems like 20 is the limit. Oh look, that one fell off. Do you think also like the length of the raycast matters? I don't think so in theory. Like, actually think. I can't see how that would make a difference. What about shapecast? Do they have them in 3D? I mean 2D? And now it's 2 PM. That's like normal. That's like my wife. Shapecast. That's like, oh, you can shapecast 2D. Ooh. 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 Oh, okay. Wait, what the heck? That's sick. Is this gonna cause issues? Target position, length, transform. Go over here. Go here. Make this 0. I have more raycasts now. Ooh. But does my code still work? Nope. Oh, because this is... Typing. Too few arguments for get collision point. Okay, so... What's raycast update? Get collision point. It wants an index, right? Just go 0. Non-existent function, that's alright. Interesting. Okay, it doesn't work. It's actually worse. Should it be -1 instead of 0? Okay. Maybe this one is not the best. Let's try a different shape. Whoa, what the heck? Dude, what the heck? What is this thing? They look completely different in in 2D, these look completely different. You know what I'm saying? Okay. You can tell that it's getting a better read. It's like there's a higher fidelity there. Because it's rotating way smoother. And there's 2 rotations, which is more. So what if I made the radius bigger? Does that change anything? Or make it worse? Okay, now what if I made it like way faster? Let's double it and pass it to the next person. Yeah, that one works, but that one's been the most reliable one. Okay, well... the reverse no longer works. Okay, so these... Okay, sometimes they come undone. They all do eventually. What's going on with these smaller ones? It's definitely got something to do with the size of the tile. You know what I'm saying? Like a smaller tile. Look at it move away from the... Look at it. Look at it. It's moving away from the tile. It's like getting further away as time goes on. Holy crap. What? I'm guessing eventually it's going to come undone. It's getting close. What? How many more revolutions? Oh, it's so close, man. There it goes. Okay. Interesting. The direction... Every single corner makes it... Yeah, when it goes around the corner, it gets a little further and further away. So I need something that like sticks it, you know, sticks it to the actual position and then moves it in whatever direction. Because I'd say like when it goes to go around a corner, there's still like some direction that is like forcing it outwards slowly but surely. Something like that. It's gravity. I created gravity in a game. So we are in a simulation. It's confirmed. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep on it. It's an interesting little bug. Thank you for pointing it out, Tolkien. Okay. Thanks for hanging out, guys. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, follow, all that kind of stuff. I really appreciate it. It's always fun. Aqua didn't make it to stream, no. Yeah, it's a bit of a bummer, isn't it?
Four attack is insane.
I tried it. Anyway, I can't figure out how to raid on YouTube. I can't figure out how to flip and do anything. Bad day. Oh well. I'll see you guys later. Good night.